What's up, fam? It's Smiles from Miles. Welcome to Gig Life Driver. Hope to earn your subscription today and give me a thumbs up. Today I was just going to talk about the new teir program and how it's working out for me in my marketplace. When it hit my marketplace on June the 24th, that day I really didn't see much until after my shift was over and I worked during lunch. Once I logged out, it popped up. Congratulations, you are part of the Platinum Tier program. So I transferred from Top Dasher to Platinum. I've been keeping my numbers up to keep Platinum and Platinum again this month. I got full access to everything the last week of June, and because of Top Dasher, now Platinum Dasher, it's great. I am not seeing a problem. Not at all. Yeah, there's little minor glitches in the app, but when they just redid the app, there's going to be some issues. It's just the way it is. Apps are an imperfect thing sometimes, and but yeah, it's nothing major. It's like the reminder clock that keeps sending me like, hey, you're scheduled for this blah 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 in 30 minutes. Well, I don't have a schedule, and so I first saw it. I was like, "What? Is somebody like using my profile without my consent? Like, did they hack me or something?" And so I look, and I'm like, "No, that's not it. It must be a glitch." And sure enough, it's been a glitch because it's saying that I'm scheduled for like 1 o'clock in the morning. I woke up this morning and I found a message on my text messages from them saying I'm scheduled for a shift, and no. And I even like dashed in, I went online and picked the time I was going to work till, just to see if somebody did hack my account and they were using it while I wasn't using it. That has happened in the past with other gig workers and people stealing their profiles, but that wasn't it either. So there's a little glitch, but nothing major. Nothing major. I am getting like bigger orders, higher paid orders. When it's slow, I'm still getting offers. So all that's a bonus. Like today was pretty slow, and I figured it would be because 4th of July is on a Thursday, and most folks thought, well, you know what? I'm going to take a vacation. Might as well take it now. And take Friday through Thursday off and take the whole week off. So it was pretty quiet on the streets. It was pretty quiet offer-wise, but I was able to make my goal for the day, and that's all I really care about. Of course, I care about doing my job prolifically and getting it to everybody. I had a few $2 and $2.50 orders. I did take them. They combined them. It wasn't a very big distance between the two orders. One was to a young man working in a hotel, and he was a $2 order. And I explained to him, I'm like, "You're lucky you got me today." He was like, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Well, I ride a bike, so $2 is money for me because I don't really have overhead. I have a bike, electric bike. Pay for electricity for it, but my electricity bill monthly is not enough for me to like, oh my god, you know what I mean?" So he was like, "Well, I have," I'm like, "Well, really, I'm not hating, just so you know, I'm not. If I was, I wouldn't be here." He goes, "Oh." I'm like, "I wouldn't be here delivering your order if it bothered me." I said, "But I will tell you this, you're lucky you got me." That's why I said that, because your order most likely would have stayed at the restaurant upwards to an hour, and you probably would have gotten cold food, because drivers aren't picking up $2 orders. They're just not doing it. They're not even picking, in my marketplace, gang, they're not picking up $4.50, $5 orders, which is fine by me. Send those all day long. I'll deliver $4.50, $5, $6 orders all day long because I'm on a bike. I have short distances, little spurts, up to like 3 miles was my longest delivery today, and it was no sweat. I get to places a lot faster on my bike than a car. Less stress on a bike than a car. In fact, the customer even mentioned, she was like, "Wow, you're really fast." And I'm like, "Yeah, I ride a bike." And she was like, what? I'm like, yeah, I ride a bike, so I can get here faster. I don't have to worry about traffic lights and sitting in traffic or anything. I just go. I go scoot through the neighborhoods. I'm like, I listen to Google, and it's set up for my bike, and I may take the path that Google gives me, or I know a better route because I grew up here. And she was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, and I just get to my destination quick. And I told her, I said, I can pedal up to 50 miles an hour. And she was like, really? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, looks at my legs, and I showed her my calf muscles. She's like, yeah, I can see that. I said, so yeah, that's why I got here so fast. It's because I don't have to worry about traffic and stoplights and backups and wrecks or anything. I can just scoot through the neighborhood and don't have to worry about stop signs, just go. And if I see a cop, I have to stop at a stop sign because we are treated here as a vehicle with an engine, even though it's a bike. But yeah, the teir system has been real good to me. I don't have any issues with it. I had a great week last week. Made great earnings for the week. We're all struggling in this economy, and it's sometimes you get caught off guard. I got caught off guard because I have a mortgage, I have to pay rent, and I also, I have my overhead, my bills, cell phone, internet, stuff like that. So I got caught off guard, and it was slow. We had the summer slowdown, and it seemed to really hit us the month of June, and then July, the end of June, and then now the beginning of July. I think the slowdown stopped the end of June, but then started again today because of the 4th of July holiday. I feel that it's going to be back to normal, most likely Friday on the 5th. But yeah, and that's even with my area is a big student population. It's a university area, but I'm still busy. I'm still making those deliveries. I'll get 15 sandwich order, from a sandwich place, and throw it on my bike. I got a crate, and I got some other things that I can carry. I have a trailer that I pull, so I have plenty of options for storage, so I can carry big orders. And I'm not part of the catering program. I'm just Platinum Dasher, but I'm getting big orders. I'm not catering. They could be technically catering because they are 15 items, and they're all sandwiches and food, not packets of mustard or whatever. These are actual meals. So I get 15 of those, or 20, 21 of those. If I get 6 22-inch pizzas, I can throw them in my trailer and haul my butt down to the customer and get it to them. So I have options as far as carrying product to get to the customer. But yeah, so it's been interesting. It's been at first I was a bit, it's new, so you have to get used to the new app. And before I was Top Dasher, I could just dash in anytime I wanted. But I realized that with Top Dasher, I would schedule myself from 12 until 3 and do the lunch rush, and then 2 to 3 it's kind of busy in my marketplace. So I was usually scheduling, and then I would schedule myself 12 to 3. I always schedule myself, gang, always. I don't rely on Dash Now. I just schedule myself. I got into the habit, and now I do it I'll do it a whole week, 4 days in advance, and then so I'm covered. But anyway, so I would schedule myself from 12 until 3 on the old app, in the Top Dasher app, and I would log in at 11, and I would say working until 3 p.m. And I was able to do that, and I would end up bowing out around 2 because I get pretty tired. It's I'm not a young man, and it's hot as hell out there and humid as hell out there, and I'm riding a bike. So I would dip out by 2, but I was making my goal and then some. Well, I tried to do that on what day was it? I tried to do that last week. I think I tried to do that on Monday last week, Tuesday, when the app finally started working in the teir program, and I couldn't do it, and I was freaking out. I'm like, what the hell is this? I can only schedule myself for an hour. I'm like a top dasher now, platinum. Why am I only schedule myself for an hour? Well, I figured out because I'm already scheduled from 12 until 3. I could only schedule myself from 11 until 12. And then it would take me off, and then I'd go continue my work until 3 o'clock. I mean, like I said, I usually leave about 2. So that was something I had to get used to. So now I'm just scheduled from 11 to 2. Screw it. That's where I'm at. But yeah, today was a bit slow, but I got some good orders. I'm getting good amount of money per order. It's averaging out, let's see, that 3-mile order was more than $2 a mile. The payout was like $9.50. So 3 divided by 9 is what, 3? So $3 and some change per mile. That works. That works for me. That works. It seems to be work for a lot of you guys as well, but that works for me. But yeah, so I've been getting good orders, good miles, money per mile. It's all working out. I do, like I said, I'm leery about $2 orders because those are the people that usually call in and sit in and get their food. So I don't really like to take those, but I will now and again. You know what I mean? Like today, I took 2. The second one was $2.50, and that went to a young lady. She was younger than me, so I could say young lady. She wasn't like 20s, but younger than me, probably in her 40s. Very nice lady. And I said, hey, you got lucky, you got me. And she was like, what do you mean? And I said, well, your offer was $2.50. And she goes, oh, well, I put on there cash tip. And I said, yeah, I saw that. I said, but, the thing is that we get ghosted on that a lot. And she's like, really? I said, yeah, drivers see the $2.50 cash tip, and that's not good enough. They were like, no, I'm not taking it. Probably going to get ghosted on that tip. And she was like, really? I said, yeah. She goes, is that bad? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, all those fees that you guys are paying, we only get $2. $2.50 sometimes. $3 sometimes. But really the majority is $2. And I said, that's great for me. I'm on a bike. No big deal. That's why I got your order and I brought it to you. Because I knew it was coming here to City Hall. And I'm a bit partial about our City Hall and our federal buildings and stuff because I grew up in government, Arizona government. I said the first territorial and state governor is my great grandfather. And I told her, I said, I have family still in office today. I said, my uncle was a U.S. congressman, God rest his soul. I just explained my background as far as Arizona is concerned and the political environment that I grew up in and the people that I called aunts and uncles. They weren't my blood, but I was raised in a way, when you're a Boomer X, you are taught to close friends or family. So you refer to them as aunt and uncle or tia and tio, depending on the cultural background. She was like, wow, okay. And I said, so yeah, I got you covered, don't worry. She's like, but I got a cash tip for you. I'm like, oh, okay, well, thank you. She went and got it, came back, and she threw me a $10. I was like, thank you so much. I so appreciate that. I'm like, you don't have to do that. I'm like, again, I did this out of the goodness of my heart, not expecting anything in return. I just wanted to get your food to you. Again, I'm partial to the City Hall and the federal buildings. I want you guys to get your nourishment, and $2.50 is still good money for me. And I knew that you weren't going to ghost me as far as like saying you're not going to get your order because you're working in the city, in the county. So, I knew all these things. And again, my compassion for people that in your position of work, line of work, you need to get food. You got a lot of head work you need to do, and, food is energy. So yeah, great time. It was a great day. I think I did 2 hours today, 2.5, something like that. And then it just died. And then I picked up one more before my shift was over, and it was a good paying one. And it was taking me heading to my house. So I said, okay, I'll grab that, drop it off, call it a day. Made my limit, and I'm pretty happy. A little over, but nothing to write home about or even talk about on here. But other than that, gang, give the teir program a shot. You got to get your Numbers up though, guys. You got to have that AR up. It's not that hard to get the AR up. The days of cherry picking are not over. You can still cherry pick, but you're not going to get the big orders that you're waiting for because you're not taking the other orders. And I'm not saying you have to take $2 orders, but you got to really look at taking the $4 and above orders. Okay, that way it gets your AR up, and you'll be able to do that. Maybe once in a great while, take a $2 order and get your AR up. Once you get up to 70% and you keep it up there, 70-80%, you keep it in that parameter, you're going to be in the platinum area. You got to have a good customer rating, and you got to have a good amount of deliveries per month. 100 deliveries per month. That's easy. I work 5 days a week. We'll see, 11, 12, 1, 2. I work 3 hours a day, 15 hours a week. My average is about 10 deliveries a day. So I'm doing 150 deliveries a week. If I decide I'm going to work Saturday and Sunday as well, now I'm really putting a lot of deliveries under my belt per week. And you only have to have 100 for a month to get platinum. So you got to have above a 4.75 customer rating. You got to have 100 deliveries within a month or more. You got to have your acceptance rating at 70 or 75% to get the better offers. That's it. You know, you got to have good completion rate, and you got to have a good completion rate and on-time rate. But they're not crazy numbers still. You know, a lot of us are already keeping those around 95, 96, 7, 8, 99. A lot of us too. Okay, so make sure you just keep those ARs up, and the tier program will work for you. But if you're nickel and dime in it and trying to get the big orders, you're just not going to get them now. Those are going to us, the platinum drivers. And not to be a jerk about it, but that's just literally reality. You know, you nickel and dime it and cherry pick, whatever term you want to use, you're not going to accomplish much. You're going to lose out money wise. So you're better off just working with the program, and you'll see the money come through. Like I said, I saw the money come through. You know, I made $400 last week. I don't have to tell you what I make, but I thought I'd share. I made $400 last week, and that was for 5 days. 5 days of working just under them. And then Saturday and Sunday I worked under Uber, just for kicks and giggles, because the weather was nice. I felt like going out on my scooter, and I got to do some Uber. I made $50 each day on Uber, and one thing I needed to do was why I did with Uber last week was because, again, I got caught a little short with money. So Uber lets me. Once you sign up for Uber, you automatically cash out it daily. You can cash out, I think, once a day, I believe, maybe up to 5. I don't know the exacts, but you can cash out daily. So you can work your shift and then cash out immediately, and it hits your bank like that. So I was able on Saturday, I made the $50. I cashed out right away, went right into my bank account. I was able to get what I needed for my cats and for myself and for my house. And then I did it on Sunday again, made another $50, cashed it out, boom, just like that. And I was able to get the remainder of the groceries I needed. I vape, so I was able to go buy some e-liquid and have money left over for gas for Monday, Tuesday of this week. So that way I could have gas to go to work, you know, and today I get paid from Dash. So those are the benefits of doing Uber as well. You can cash out every day. You can do that with DoorDash, but if don't set it up like at the beginning, you're going to wait for a week before you can access your money. I can't afford to wait a week. So I blew it. I should have set it up, DoorDash, to do cash out right away. But instead, I just did the normal to my bank account once a week, paycheck. Didn't really think it through, actually, guys. I really didn't think it through. I should have thought it through better and then did the cash out daily with them. But I got it on Uber. And when you set up for Uber, you automatically get that little perk right away. You don't have to sign up for it, and you don't have to go through all the rigmarole, like background and all this stuff. For all that stuff that they do, they really should start doing screenshots of your face like Uber does. Like, you know, I turned on Uber Saturday, and they automatically, like, take a picture of your face. And, okay, I took a picture, and, okay, thank you for thank you for, what was it? Well, basically just letting me know that I am who I am, and I can go to work. So, but that's it, gang. Give the tier program a shot. Get your ratings up. It'll be to your benefit. I promise you, it'll work out for the best. And yeah, it's going to be a little tough for some of you guys because I see a lot of guys out there that have like 30% acceptance. Shit, I've heard guys at 2% acceptance rate. With the tier program, that kind of hard to make the money you were making prior. That's all I really got to say. Peace be the journey, brothers and sisters, and get out there, do the hustle.